Okay. I just, hang on. All right. I just got back from class, and apparently the Pyro update dropped. Okay, so I've seen the update page already. I've seen the short already. This isn't necessarily going to be a reaction video as much as it is just my first impressions. So this is day 1 of 4, which is huge. I'm really excited about that. And these are my thoughts on day 1. First of all, the short was excellent. Everybody's pretty much already talked about the lighting and the animation and Saxon Hale and all that stuff. I want to talk about the audio. The audio was amazing. Whoever did the Foley and the atmospheres, the general tone of the short really fit with TF2's art style, and it was just excellent. Also, the voice actors were excellent, even though it was pretty clear that they could only get Scout and Hale to record for this. They both did amazing jobs, and yeah, props to them. So yeah, whoever was responsible for the audio, thank you guys so much. Y'all did an amazing job. I know that most people don't really pay attention to sound design, so I felt it necessary to bring it up. Yeah, y'all are awesome. As for the update page itself, we're still pretty early into the update. This is day 1 of 4, and the things on the update page besides the short, which gave us new cosmetics, and the jetpack, which I'm going to talk about a little bit later, all we have so far are taunts and maps, all of which look really good. Heavy and Engineer are getting a lot of taunts, which is cool. The maps look really good. I haven't played them yet, except for Banana Bay. I've played that one when it was being tested, and if not much has changed, I'm really excited about that. I like payload race maps in general because they tend to gravitate towards a semi-serious TDM playstyle. It's really open, there's gonna be a lot of room to rocket jump, and there's lots of water, which means there are going to be lots of surfing shenanigans going on, and I cannot wait to Market Garden on this map. It's gonna be a hell of a lot of fun. The other maps look really good. I haven't played on them, so I wouldn't know. I'll have to get back to you on that one. But yeah, the taunts look really good, the maps look really good, the cosmetics look really good, the jetpack looks amazing. If it truly is functional like it shows in the short, this is going to advance the air meta a ton. And also the new man treads are going to be lots more important because I will be able to maneuver around these pyros. They won't be able to air blast me as effectively, and I can't wait to get air gardens on these guys. It's gonna be amazing. So yeah, TLDR for day 1. I am really hyped, and I cannot wait for the rest of the update. So yeah, that's it for day 1. Okay, day 2. It's really late at night. Valve was kind of late on this one, so my voice probably sounds a little bit deeper than it normally is. But yeah, from what I can tell, today is all about the contracts, the new campaign. It reminds me a little bit of CSGO. Personally, I was never a huge fan of the contract system, mostly because you had to wait around 2 weeks to get a new contract, and the fact that they're getting rid of that is nice. Another thing that I'm glad they're getting rid of is just giving you random skins. It looks like there's a currency system now, so you can buy the shit that you actually want. Speaking of shit that I want, the war paints look awesome. I really like the Inferno reward paint collection. The Star-Crossed looks amazing. Quack Canvas looks interesting because apparently you can skin the Holy Mackerel, so now we can be the aggressive ducks that we've always dreamed of being once we saw that one Star video. So yeah, I would like to see an official list of weapons that you can reskin with the war paints and not just an ambiguous teasing pile of weapons with part of a new weapon sticking out that I'm not really going to talk about yet. I want to wait for the weapons to actually be revealed before I talk about my opinions on them. All I'm gonna say right now is I hope to God that it's not an air blast flamethrower, because I hate air blast. It stuns you and it's so annoying. If Valve were to rework Air Blast and then make an Air Blast weapon, I think that would be pretty cool. I just hope it doesn't freaking stun you, because I hate that. They officially revealed some of the campaign cosmetics, all of which look pretty good. Also, apparently all the old skins are gonna be war paints now, so that's pretty nice. I feel bad for people who collected skins before, because now that's gonna kind of suck for them, because now you can put it on any weapon you want to. The cosmetic cases, from what we have seen, looks pretty good. That hood is definitely gonna be overused by edgy 12-year-olds. Anything that's a hood, anything that covers your nose and mouth but not your eyes is gonna be overused by that demographic. So, yeah, other than that, I think they all look really cool. It looks like there's some frontline cosmetics in there as well. I know the soldier had some frontline cosmetics on in the short, so it looks like the Mayan and frontline and all of those community things are all getting dropped at once, which is pretty awesome. One last thing, this picture of Saxon Hale at the bottom. Oh my god, this has such meme potential. This is nuts. Oh my god. Okay. As for what's actually on the tablet, Pyroland, something, speculation. So yeah, overall, day 2 looks really good. It was campaign focused, and I was never really a huge fan of the contracts. I was never really super interested in them. They're fine. They look to be getting better, which is good, so maybe I'll end up liking them more. Who knows? But yeah, that's day 2. Oh my god. Okay, so day 3 was definitely a thing. So this day seems to be entirely about the Pyro, the new weapons for Pyro, the changes being made to Pyro. Heavy gets a banana or something. It's just pretty cool. I'll talk about that later, but holy crap, a lot of stuff got announced today. So Pyro's Jetpack was confirmed to be fully functional. It is in fact a secondary weapon that also happens to have a man-treads mechanic attached to it. I'm really excited about that. His Flamethrower that got teased yesterday seems to be a kind of incendiary rocket launcher type thing. I'm still not exactly sure how it works, but I feel like we're gonna find out. It's probably designed to be used with the jetpack since it's called the Dragon's Fury and dragons, fire, flying, right? You get the idea. Got a couple of other interesting weapons. One called the Gas Passer that apparently can set other pyros on fire, which is interesting. I'm not really sure how that one's gonna play out, but I guess we'll have to see. The Hot Hand looks amazing. I'm tempted to get this and either rename it to Zahando or Big Slappy. One of the two, I'm not sure, but I am definitely going to be introducing a kind of Trollger playstyle that involves jetpacking up to people and bitch slapping them before jetpacking away again across the map. I'm excited. It's gonna be a ton of fun. As for the actual pyro fixes, this is what I am most excited about. The flamethrower, like, just flames in general look to be getting fixed. They are supposedly fixing flamethrower mojo, so what you see is what you get. You don't get random bullshit range deviations based on people's pings. Apparently there are new particle effects, and yeah, supposedly that's just gonna be way more consistent, which is awesome. I don't know how the afterburn thing is gonna play out. It makes sense. I'm not sure what this is gonna mean for Puff and Sting, but again, I guess we're gonna find out. And then we get to the Air Blast, which is what I am most excited about. I have said numerous times that I despise the fact that Air Blast is a stun mechanic because it just deletes all of your momentum instantly, and so I am very excited that they are working to reduce that. Apparently, it's still kind of a thing, but not nearly as much. Combine that with the fact that Air Blast has less of an effect on you when you're using the new man-treads, and I think we're headed in the right direction for sure. What I really like about this is that supposedly both players have more control over the interaction, so both of them have skill-based options to either capitalize on the Air Blast or escape from the Air Blast. Also, apparently the Air Blast strength was increased, I'm guessing just to compensate for the fact that it's no longer a stun mechanic, or not as much of one, I guess. I'm interested to see just how this will feel. I know that before Air Blast was given a stun mechanic, there was this thing called ground stalling that pyros really took advantage of and apparently people hated. I wasn't around for that, but I've definitely heard of it. I'm interested to see if that makes a reappearance. If it does, I don't know how I feel about that, but I guess we're just gonna have to find out. Heavy got a banana, apparently. That's cool. It looks like the midpoint between the Deluxe bar and the sandwich. I think whether or not I'm going to use this weapon depends on what size health kit it is when you throw it to your teammates. If it's a medium health pack, it seems like it's a more support-oriented weapon, and if it's a small health pack, it's just a shittier Deluxe bar. So, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I feel like that's one thing that Valve could have done better with this, is they could have been slightly more specific as to what these weapons actually do and what these changes actually do. Like, they have a lot of buzzwords in there. Both players have more control over the interaction or whatever, but you know, I would like to see more technical stuff, and it doesn't even have to be on the actual update page. Just maybe give us like some mouse over text or something. I don't know. I guess we're gonna find out in a couple of days. I just really want to know now. I don't know, call me impatient, but I mean, we've been waiting for over 400 days, so I think it's understandable if I really want to know right now. One last thing, it's officially a taunt kill. The Jetpack's taunt is a taunt kill, which I am extremely excited about. Yeah, that's really all I have for day 3. I'm guessing the last day is the actual patch notes themselves, the balance changes, all that stuff. That's what I'm really most interested in. Like, yeah, we got jetpacks and new weapons and shit, and that's cool, but I just want to know if they're buffing the Bison, bro. Just, they please buff the Bison, guys. This is all I'm asking of you. But yeah, rants aside, the update continues to be amazing, albeit a little bit ambiguous, but I guess we're gonna get clarification for that in a couple of days. So yeah, I will see you tomorrow. Guys, they fucking did it. They actually did it. They reverted the bison. I'm so excited. Yeah. Okay, I know I actually have to talk about the actual changes and what happened and my opinion on them, but I'm just so excited. So many awesome things happen. There are a couple of things that are concerningly absent that I will end up talking about, but for now, let's just start right up at the top. I'm not really going to address most of the stuff at the top since we pretty much already knew that, so let's go ahead and move on to the general changes. As far as general changes go, backpack slots are getting increased. That's pretty cool. I haven't really had a need for that, but I know that some people do. Voice codec is getting improved, which is awesome. I love me some good audio quality, or better audio quality at least. Fix some bugs. Apparently the bottle breaks again, which is awesome. I really missed that. Some new sounds for the family business, the winger, the frontier justice, the brass beast, and the opera hand. I'm a big fan of that. I'm a big fan of those new sounds, so I'm definitely gonna have to check those out. If you leave an MVM match, it won't put you back on the same exact server that you left, so that's nice. That's pretty cool. Whole bunch of medals got added. The Toth medals got added, which I'm excited about because I'll be getting one of those for sure. Parties seem to be generally improved. I'm not sure exactly how this affects ad hoc. I'm not exactly sure how it's going to work because I'm just skimming through the patch notes to just give first impressions, but all of these changes look pretty good. The level cap got extended, and you basically get bonus XP for any XP that you got after you already got to 150. So now it's like double XP until you use up all of that extra stuff. So that's nice. The dialogue box thing can be taken off, which is good. That's nice. I'm happy about that. Contracts we pretty much already knew about. That's pretty much it. And now we get to the balance changes, which is what I am most excited about. The panic attack is an entirely new design, which I'm really excited to try out. It looks to be almost like a combo weapon of some kind. That looks pretty cool. Reserve shooter got nerfed for pyro, thank God. I'm really excited about that. The ambassador got nerfed, but in a way that doesn't hinder the accuracy, which I think is awesome. That was actually one of the big problems I had with the proposed balance changes. I agreed that the ambi needed to be nerfed, but I didn't like the way that they originally did it, which was affecting the accuracy and subsequently the skill ceiling of the weapon. Now what they've basically done is they've given it a range that you can hit headshots at, and I think that's pretty cool. It still achieves the same effect, and it doesn't lower the skill cap at all. That's good. Dead Ringer got nerfed, thank God. Yeah, I can't wait to see all the Salty Spy main tiers. I'm so excited. The Your Eternal Reward thing seems pretty cool, but I never really used it all that much, and the increased cloak drain rate probably seems like a really big hindrance, so I don't know how I feel about that, actually. But yeah, I don't know. It seems cool. I'll have to try it out myself. Sandman changes are good. I despise stun mechanics and not being able to fight back, so this is a really good change. The bonk nerf seems fine. I don't know. I never really used it all that much, so I wouldn't know. Pretty Boy's pocket pistol, kind of, I don't know. This is another one that I'm gonna have to try out myself and just see how it is. Criticola got nerfed, thank God. Atomizer is now a mini Market Gardener, which is dope. The Flying Guillotine is no longer infuriating to play against, so that's pretty cool. The Base Jumper, in my opinion, makes sense. I know that a lot of people were like, wait, what? No, the Base Jumper isn't overpowered, but when you consider the immense amount of strafing control that you get in the air and how you can just open and close it at will in its current state, that honestly seems completely warranted. Oh, and also, speaking of air control, the Man Treads buff ended up going through from what they proposed back in June. I am really excited about that. I don't think the TF team realizes how busted this is gonna be, and I'm really excited to abuse the hell out of it. The Cow Mangler got a small buff. Getting crits now basically just gives you mini crits. That's cool, I guess. I don't know. And next comes the change that I am most excited about. The Righteous Bison got reverted to pre-Meet Your Match Bison. I am so excited about this. It's not even that good of a weapon still, but it can now be used semi-reliably as a joke weapon in pubs, and it shreds bots in MVM. So I'm so excited, guys. The Bison got reverted. I can't believe it. I didn't think it was gonna happen. I really didn't. I was thinking to myself, Valve isn't just gonna revert their changes. They're not the type to go back on something that they did, but they actually did it. And yeah, props to them. The Danger Shield is no longer an instant win button for sniper duels, and I'm assuming it's now designed to counter all of the flyros, so that's pretty cool. The Razorback no longer makes you an indestructible pocket sniper, especially in competitive, so that should probably help in that scene. The new Vitasaw seems really interesting. This is again one of those ones that I'm gonna have to try out for myself to see how it feels. Crusaders Crossbow change seems okay. It doesn't affect the burst healing, but it does affect ubercharge gain rate, so that, yeah, that seems like a decent nerf. Every single minigun got buffed. The Love and War change where it nerfed the firing speed time something, that's gone. So that's good. I'm really excited about that. The gloves are running urgently and eviction notice both got nerfed. I think the Gru definitely did need to be nerfed, but I don't know about the eviction notice. Like, I get that you want to make it a Gru light. Now you can't go in ×10 servers and be a JoJo heavy because you're just gonna like instantly die. Hopefully most ×10 servers will keep the meet your match eviction notice like they did with the Claymore. Yeah, okay. Fist of Steel changes seem pretty cool. You can't, like, tank heavy anymore with a medic on you, so that's good. The second banana is actually the exact opposite of what I thought it was going to be. As it turns out, it restores 200 health, not just 150, and it regens after 10 seconds, but it acts like a small health kit when it's dropped by the heavy. So it seems to me like it's less of a support weapon and more of a roaming heavy weapon, but again, I'm not entirely sure. We're gonna have to find out. Rescue Ranger got a pretty big nerf, which I honestly completely agree with. The Rescue Ranger was really strong, and yeah, I'm okay with that. The Claymore got reverted to pre-meet your match status, which is awesome. It now has the longer charge. It's got that back, and that was the coolest part about that weapon, so I'm just really excited about that. New Dragon's Fury thing, we actually have the proper stats for it. It deals crits to burning players, so basically that means if you set somebody on fire and hit them again, it deals more damage, but I can kind of see how that could be abused with another pyro who just runs at people and sets them on fire. I don't know. Maybe a little casual meta in the works with that. Apparently, you reload faster when you hit somebody. That's pretty cool. It can air blast. Yeah, I don't know. The jetpack looks really cool. It has a man treads mechanic. Most of these changes, I'm not really sure how they're going to affect it, but apparently you can relaunch when airborne if you get the MVM upgrade for it. I don't know how that's gonna work out because as of right now, Pyro isn't really that good. The interesting thing is you'll be able to hit direct hits on giants pretty easily with the Dragon's Fury, and that deals 300% damage, which is essentially crits. So that's pretty cool. The gas passer is pretty much everything that was said yesterday. So yeah, not much to talk about there. They changed the hot hand to the slap attack. I'm still going to be naming it Big Slappy or Zahando. I still haven't decided. The flamethrower fixes, the air blast fixes, yeah, all that stuff. We already talked about that. Afterburn fixes, all that stuff. And that's actually it. So this brings me to something that I'm a little bit concerned about, which is the competitive fixes. Like, didn't they say they were going to do it an ELO system or something and just do general improvements to the competitive system? I'm not seeing any of that here, which makes me slightly concerned. I am a primarily casual player, but I'm of the opinion that casual and competitive were designed to coexist, and so when one is bad, it kind of hurts the other. So if competitive still remains unusable, I'm not sure how I feel about that. So yeah, I guess we'll have to see. Overall though, the balance changes look amazing. Really the only problem that I had with the proposed changes was the way that they nerfed the ambi, and as it turns out, they ended up fixing that. They definitely listened to us. Most importantly of all, they buffed the Righteous Bison. I'm so excited about that. There's definitely going to be a video going up on that very soon. Probably not next week, but maybe the week after that. I don't know. We'll just have to see. Oh God, I'm excited. The Bison's back. Ah, shit. Okay,